if we were so desperate for a manager, I probably would. But I was about to say, if he doesn't win trophies, if he doesn't do anything at Spurs, if he gets sacked in 7 months, they'll still play good football. He plays really good football, like fast football, passing, moving off the ball.
Yeah.
No matter what, they will play good football. But I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Ronaldo, who's one of the highest paid players at Manchester United, on £500,000 per week. Which works out to 20 million a year. Is now on 200 million a year, so 10 times that. And in Saudi Arabia for Al Nassr, there's tons and tons of deals here. But let's talk about the Saudi League and what they're doing.
Oh,
It's all money.
It's a new MLS. I think it's going to be the new MLS.
Yeah.
It's ruining players.
No, it's just going to be the MLS and the Saudi League.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between the MLS and the Saudi
Like my
League.
dad was saying, no one can compare with the money though. It's like too high.
I mean,
Like
listen
Benzema's
to some of these, right?
There's
So Benzema, these are three of the rumours. Benzema, who's leaving Real Madrid.
He's already gone.
Yeah, 214 million a year, more than Ronaldo. Messi
was going to.
Messi
He was going to get paid 500 million a year.
He was going to get like 16 million a week. That was what
he would have got £1 billion if he stayed there.
And
2
I think
years.
it's like more than like.
That's
And
three.
Kante, obviously
That's
Kante at
too
Chelsea, it's not like
and
it's
Kante,
massive.
172
I know,
million.
it's just
You look at all these players and you look at the stages that they're at in their career, and they're all 31, 32, or a lot more.
to end their career on money.
But at 38 years old, can you turn down that amount of money?
No, but you don't need
in
the
the
money.
Saudi?
He doesn't need the money.
Yeah.
No.
And he could have gone to I don't know, back to Sporting. And that would have been so
it's
like
what football's turning into. It's a
I
money.
know, but you've got to take the high ground. You can go to
Wouldn't you rather
Sporting.
want to?
But people don't play for football anymore.
I know,
they play
but
for the
he
money.
could have taken the high ground.
I think as well,
100%.
you know, Al Nassr, they wanted. I think they were looking at Zaha to get Zaha, who's not even that old for like 50 million a year.
50.
Yeah,
There's three whole pages of
You'd
salaries.
you'd rather want to finish
He's
your
in
career,
he's in
and you
his-
said at Sporting.
Yeah, if he went to
nice
Sporting,
club.
that'd be so like heartwarming.
Yeah.
Going back to your old club,
You'd
playing
rather
in
want to finish
Portugal.
on a high.
It's just
And it
because
would, and like, I mean, I don't usually say this about leagues. Like, it's a bad league,
Yeah.
but the Saudi league is a bad league. Like, I would never
your
call
money.
any league in Europe a bad league.
Although, do you think if
about
they
Scotland
say
but,
say all the top, all
well,
the
it's
top,
not the best league, is it?
all the top 6 clubs get 6 players, mate, 6 like world class players, because they can pay them like 200 million a year, and they obviously go. Would that give them some gravity and some sort of standard? If they, because it's literally the new Super League.
And I think because obviously players like it's Benzema and Ronaldo, older players, they're going just to end their career. Like obviously they think it's quite a crap league, like there's not the best teams.
Yeah.
And just to get this amount of money, a world record fee, and to just live out once they've left, just live out the rest of their life with all this money. It's like
You don't need it.
exactly. Yeah.
What players will go for the money? I mean, they could go
I'm
ahead and
surprised
sign
Kante.
every decent player in
The
the
money
Premier League.
the money that they're offering though, it sets your family up for
you can't turn it down.
300, 400 years.
Especially at the age.
They
For the
age
people
they're
that
at,
are
they're
gone.
not going to die in a few years. They're 38, that's
They're
young.
retiring.
That's
No,
a young
but
man.
in their football career,
but
it's hard to turn down that amount of money for playing football in a league where you're going to dominate.
dominated though.
Ronaldo's not had the best season in Saudi Arabia.
Well, I think
we
he
all-
scored like
easy
12
for him.
goals.
we all thought he'd be absolutely incredible. Just
After he scored that second hat-trick, he scored that one like 4 goals and then he got a second hat-trick and I thought,
No,
he could smash this.
Is there a world where the Saudi League could compete with your Eredivisie
No.
or Liga?
It's
Well,
just-
if you want
just
money, what front? Like money, fans?
The league's just
I
money.
think with money,
Money,
yeah,
of course it could.
money,
But
yeah, fans no.
if it was money, the Saudi League would be top in the world,
Yeah.
but it's not. There'll be more passionate fans. There'll be way more passionate fans in
Oh,
Netherlands, Norway,
But
Sweden,
that's where it is with all the
Portugal
money.
than Saudi Arabia.
You see, there's fans now just because Ronaldo's gone there. A bunch of people have now just bought the Al Nassr Ronaldo shirt and now supporting them, and it's because they have money to get them players.
It's not really.
It's not
what's it called?
football.
It'll never be as big for a fan base.
They don't have good
for the love of football.
Yeah.
They do it because
The Finnish league will have more fans than the Saudi league. Probably. I'm not. That's not. Or like more passionate fans. than the
And
Saudi
listen
league.
to this, right? So, all this means that the PIF, which is also owning Newcastle, PIF owns Newcastle and the transfers in the Saudi league. It means that the PIF have owners over all the Saudi players. The PIF owning them and also Newcastle means that Newcastle can loan out whenever they want your Messi's, Ronaldo, Benzema, etc. All the players that are in the Saudi league, vice versa. So the Saudi league can loan out Bruno Guimaraes whenever they want, or Saint Maximin, whatever.
That's like
It
fixing.
Well, that's like.
So-
well, it's happened before. Like
So
Salzburg
that's
and
how
the other,
that's how fixed Newcastle are with Saudi Arabia.
Well, it's nothing new.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich have got.
It's what
Bayern
Chelsea-
Munich have got contacts in America where
Yeah,
they can.
yeah.
I think like Alphonso Davies.
And
they've got
Man,
players
Man
that
City
can
Yeah.
with New York.
with New York
FC.
City and the one in
Yeah.
Australia as well.
Chelsea had it before with the Eredivisie
Well,
where they could loan out.
Yeah,
Eredivisie
there's
players.
Salzburg and Leipzig with Red Bull.
The Saudi Arabia League just want to be known as a good league because they have good players.
When they really,
China tried to do this as well. Remember when there was like
They sound like Oscar.
they sold all the players
yeah.
in their prime, like Oscar, Hulk, Tevez, Ramirez, Inelka, Drogba, and I've added Arnautovic because I remember him going from West Ham. He wasn't doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, they sold got them in their prime, and obviously if Ronaldo's doing or Benzema or whoever's doing really really well in the Saudi league, Newcastle
Newcastle.
can just say funniest moments that'll be on. Newcastle can just say, well, we want that one because he's been the best player in Saudi Arabia at the moment, and he can play for Newcastle. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Obviously, though, the China League was always like a joke league because of standard football.
Saudi
Saudi
League
League
is
as well.
it's like the Saudi League and the MLS.
But with
but there's a
yeah.
difference between
The players the Saudi league are bringing
players
in, like
would
your
make it
Benzema
better.
and your Ronaldo. The
Yeah.
standard of football is going to go from there to there.
It won't stay the same even because with all the good players coming in, there will be more fans because like the young people watching it will think, oh, Benzema, Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Messi's all in this league.
They look up to them all.
And
Yeah.
especially
They're
the
idols.
team now who's got Benzema and Kante. They're trying to build up a good squad now, and it's like PSG in the League One.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a game on TV? It's so boring. The fans, honestly. PSG
they're-
score a goal and the
Well,
fans are just
there'll
like
be-
no one
there'll-
really
there'll be
cares.
I thought
tons
PSG
watching
fans
now
are
if
quite good. Like the
They-
way
they
When
can-
they were away.
They can pay their way to victory though.
Yeah.
Any team can. They can say, well, they can give FIFA, UEFA. They can give UEFA say, we'll pay you 1 billion if the top 2 teams in Saudi Arabia can, the PAF can pay them if they can get into the Champions League every season. The top 2 teams, and then they're in the Champions League with Ronaldo, Messi, and everyone, and that'll bring tons and tons of fans. Like maybe not our sort of age, but the younger people who idolise Messi and Ronaldo will be fans of the Saudi league now because they're there. You know
kids
how
our age, well, it's not
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
change. Kids, 18-year-olds.
some some fans who have like an idol player just support the team they go to
Yeah.
or the league they go to,
Yeah.
which is happens a lot.
Especially
so that'll
with
be what happens with the Saudi
Yeah,
league.
especially with players like Messi and Ronaldo, there's loads of people who just support the team they're at, which is obviously
just follow the player,
the
not-
Saudi league knew that bringing Ronaldo in, which is just giving them a load new fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not started supporting Tottenham now, have I? I'm just come there.
Although, what do you think about this? You've not said anything.
I was just daydreaming now, I'm sorry. I was just lost.
Don't know what you've been on about.
Could it be
Yeah, we're
just
on
the new
about
Super League?
Eredivisie.
It could be the new Super League though, because the Super it was
Premier
designed
League
to
is
basically just have, what was it, like 10 of the best teams in the world. Because of obviously the club, but also the players in there were world class.
Yeah.
If Saudi buy them all, then it's almost the same apart from
It's
the
crazy
fans
what you were
and-
saying about them. They could get their way into the Champions League by
Yeah,
literally
they could
just
pay the way
paying
to
the money
victory.
that they do have. It's
They'll do anything for
Imagine
money.
if-
crazy.
imagine
But the thing is,
though-
they have so much money.
Yeah.
They can just always do this.
Imagine though, well, I don't know whether it happens a lot. You can't really say it. It seems like it would be an hour and everything, but paying refs or paying other clubs, they could say, right, here's 100 million just like out of the
That
pocket,
probably
out
happens.
back
Probably
pocket,
happens.
and say here's 100 million to let us win the group stage or something. They'd do it. They couldn't take it, wouldn't they? Anyway, Harry Kane